What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Recently, Meagan Good had a really hit piece interview with Essence Magazine, and this was the first time that she has really opened up about the details of the divorce. All that we knew legally was that Mr. Devon Franklin filed for divorce, and then he made this, viral Instagram post of him tearing up. And then, subsequently after the divorce, he went out with some of his friends and things like that. And then, the ladies in the comment section were calling him gay, and she should have never, married this guy. He's beneath her and all of that. But let's say that's true. Let's say Devon Franklin was never on Meagan Good's level. Well, Meagan Good is still talking about Devon Franklin. She didn't want the divorce. That would indicate that despite Devon Franklin possibly being a weak man, which I believe he is, at least in the relationship, he had to be a good man. You can still be a good man and a woman perceives you as being a very weak man. And I know that as I've gotten older. Just because you're a good man don't mean you're a weak man. And women don't just like good men. Women like strong men, right? And if you're a weak man, it pretty much nullifies the fact that you are a good man. So now with this, Meagan Good was dumped by Devon Franklin. And a lot of unaccountability was in this particular article. A lot of crying, a lot of she doesn't understand, she's praying, she wants to go and be celibate and all of this stuff. This is typical, right? This is just like a lot of ladies when you're talking about, I can't believe why you guys are talking about single moms. These men left these women and left them with the kids. I mean, like, it's unaccountable, right? Like, I hate that argument. If you are somebody talking about, these single moms and, oh, it's not their fault, like, I just don't want to hear it. Because I know a lot of ladies that have kids by multiple men, 3 and 4 men, and all of them are unaccountable about what happened to them. As if they had no choice, as if they couldn't pick the men that they were dealing with. See, all of this is BS, right? And this is what holds the black community back, because we have so many crybabies in black America that point the finger, and that's why nothing ever changes for us, because nobody wants to be accountable for their decision, okay? So this is Meagan Good blaming, she don't know why she got dumped. She don't know why this was the case. Now, if you can remember, 6 months before he divorced her, she stopped wearing a ring, okay? And I want you to see this dress she has on here. She looks good. She's in great shape. She's beautiful, right? No doubt about it. Look at her. Looks great. Here's the problem with this dress and that walk. When you say you are married to a pastor who was Devon Franklin, you say you're a devout Christian. When you say that, you can't wear something like this. I'm sorry. It's okay if you're a normal movie star. It's fine. Once you put it out there that we are in the devout, we carry ourselves like this, what it shows me is the attitude of, I want to do whatever I want to do. This is just like Sierra. And I was having a discussion with Brother George about Sierra the other day, right? And he was like, I don't understand why brothers have a attitude with her. They're married, she can wear what she wants. But the one thing I would say, and I think Brother George is, like I said, they're married, so that's true, right? The thing is, you're saying you're a devout Christian. You're saying you're in the devout, but your behavior is not reflecting of what you're talking about. So that makes you a hypocrite to people. Now listen, here's what I want to say. If Meagan Good would claim to be in devout and carry on like this, that means you don't care about the religion. You don't care about how you should be looking as a wife, representing the Christian faith, and then couple that with the fact that Devon Franklin is not a strong man. Devon Franklin is a pushover. Now, and then also add to the fact that you feel that you're better than this guy, okay? So when the man is telling you something like, hey, these are the things I'm seeing that I don't like that need to change. I love you, still want to be in a relationship with you, but I want to work this out. This needs to change. These are the things that you're doing, X, Y, and Z. I can't tell you exactly which ones it works. I don't know. But it had to be with some form of disrespect. It had to be that. A man will never leave a woman unless he feels very disrespected, especially a woman that looks as good as Megan Good. And what will happen when a man leaves you because you're ultimately so disrespectful that he just can't take it no more? And if you get dumped by a man, especially a man that you deem lower than you, it shows everything. And that behavior is how she's carrying herself. You want to do what you want to do. You don't want to compromise. And you'd be surprised how many women want to get married and don't want to compromise. You want to be somebody's wife, some decent man's wife, but you want to relegate the guy to being on your standard for the fact that you went to college or for the fact that you feel that you have money. But no man that garners enough strength, and this is what happens with DeVon Franklin, eventually the weak can become strong once they get tired or something, right? I've seen it in football. I remember when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were the laughingstock of the NFL in the 80s and 90s. Then all of a sudden, Tony Dungy comes in. Then they get John Gruden. They're strong. Same thing with Tom Brady, Bruce Arians. Guys can't win a game. But then what? Hey, the weak becomes what? Strong. Now all of a sudden you got these guys that can win because they're just tired of losing. And their owner's tired of losing, so he makes changes to what brings in winning, a winning tradition. And that's what happened to DeVon Franklin. DeVon Franklin was like, look, this is not going to work out. I've done everything I can. I'm being a great man. I know that I'm doing the best I can. She's not being equal in a relationship because simply she wants to do what she wants to do. She doesn't want to be a wife. She wants to go out there and take all these pictures. She doesn't want to respect me. She wants to do whatever she wants to do. She can do it by herself. Then what happens is, people come out and they don't understand why black men stand up for themselves. They're standing up for themselves. Like, how dare you leave me when I won't give you anything? And then you're talking about how did he mess that up? How did he screw this up with her? What do you mean? He's not talking about her like that. It's her. Because she looks good and men want to be with her? If that was the case, she would have been married before he got there. Like, no man is going to take disrespect I don't care how good you look. Especially if that man has the opportunity to get away from you, which is what he did. He's still going to have money. Maybe not as much as her, but listen. People look at it, how dare you have a mind of your own and you don't want to put up with what I have to give you, which is pretty much nothing. It's completely insane. And we see by the way she's acting, look, this lady doesn't want to be married to somebody that she can respect. If that's the way you feel, just say that. Just say that. We need to come out and stop lying to people all the time, which is what we're doing. We're out here lying and acting as if, nobody wants to deal with this. No. What's happening in America is we have a great deal of women that don't want to participate in the relationship. They don't. We have women in the relationship that you see men, or vice versa. It could be either one. That, hey, you say you want to be married, but you don't want to be a wife or a husband. Just stop wasting people's time and go do whatever you have to do and just stop crying about it. It's much better if you do that. The world understands it better if you do that. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.